Have you ever been walking through your home, lost in thought, arms full of laundry? When you feel it, a soft presence planted firmly in your path? There they are, your cat, still as a stone, eyes deep and quiet, like they've been waiting for you. No meow, no movement, just a gentle blockade in the hallway of your life. You try to step around them, but they shift. You pause, and they stare. And in that moment, it feels like they're trying to tell you something. Something important. Something ancient. Why do cats do this? Why do they block our path, wait in doorways, sit on our laptops, or plant themselves in the middle of the stairs as if guarding a sacred threshold? Is it mischief? Is it love? Is it a secret feline ritual we're not meant to understand? Tonight, let's unravel this tender mystery together, because when your cat stands in your way, they might just be standing for something far more meaningful than you ever imagined. 1. Because you're the center of their universe. To you, a hallway is just a hallway. To your cat, it's a river of energy, a sacred passage between worlds, between silence and sound, between rest and movement, between them and you. They watch you pass 100 times a day, rushing from room to room, your mind wrapped in tasks, your hands full of laundry, keys, dishes, deadlines. And so, quietly, intentionally, they place themselves right in your way, not to annoy you, not to trip you, but to enter your awareness, because you are the center of their universe, the heartbeat in their silence, the warmth in their cold, the familiar scent in their ever-changing world. And sometimes when the world feels distant, when your attention feels like a light too far away, they step into your path not to stop you, but to say with silent courage, "Look at me. I am here. And I miss the warmth of your gaze." Even 1 second of eye contact is an eternity in their world. Even a whispered, "Hey baby, move," is affection. When they block your path, they're not being difficult. They're reaching out. For recognition. For your soul's attention. Because to your cat, you are not just a person. You are home. 2. Because they've learned what works. Cats may seem mysterious, but they are brilliant observers. They study you like a sunrise. Quietly, slowly, patiently. They know the sound of your footsteps. They know the rhythm of your sighs. They know what makes your hands reach down, what makes your eyes soften. And they learn. They learn that sitting in your doorway makes you stop, even if just for a moment. They learn that parking themselves near your feet gets your attention, even if it's just a glance or a gentle nudge. They learn that blocking your path creates interaction. To them, your attention is currency. Your words are sunlight. Even your briefest touch is a small miracle they quietly crave. So they repeat what works, not out of habit, but out of hope. Hope that this time, you'll linger, that you'll kneel beside them, your hand a soft prayer of connection. Because to a cat, even a moment of shared presence is a thread that binds. 3. A gentle claim, "This is mine," including you. Cats don't use locks or fences. They claim space with presence. By laying on a windowsill, by curling into the exact center of your bed, by sitting calmly in your hallway. They're saying, "I have made this mine," not in a selfish way, but in a sacred, grounding way. A way that says, "This space is safe, because I love it, because I trust it, because I belong here." And sometimes, when they sit in your path and gaze up at you with those deep, unreadable eyes, they're saying something even deeper. "I claim this space, because you're in it." They are marking their world with their energy. And yes, that includes you. You are not just their food giver. You are not just their warmth provider. You are part of their territory. You are part of their comfort. You are part of what makes them feel whole. So next time they plant themselves at your feet and refuse to move, know this: they're not being stubborn. They're being certain of their love for you. For the cat who herds their human, you might laugh at the idea, but it's true. Some cats, especially certain breeds like ragdolls, Maine Coons, or Siamese, act like tiny shepherds, not with barks or commands, but with soft presence. Have you ever noticed how your cat walks a few steps ahead of you, then turns back, as if checking to make sure you're following? Have you seen them sit outside the bathroom, wait at your bedside, or walk beside you like a silent companion? That's not random. That's love in motion. That's your cat saying, "I know the rhythms of your day, and I want to walk them with you." Some cats will even block your path if they think you're headed somewhere unnecessary. Perhaps it's dinner time, or nap time, or time to cuddle on the couch. They position themselves between you and distraction, between you and the outside world, between you and whatever takes you away from stillness. They are herding you back to the sacred, back to rest, back to play, back to connection. Because deep in their ancient feline soul, they know that together is where the healing happens. 5. Stillness is not silence, it's a conversation. You walk down the hallway lost in thought, and there they are again. Motionless, grounded, like a guardian carved from fur and presence. No meow, no purr, just stillness. But in the world of cats, stillness is not silence. Stillness is a language. It says, I see you. I feel your energy shift as you move, and I am here to balance it. Cats don't speak in sentences. They speak in atmospheres, in quiet, powerful pauses. So when they block your path, they are inviting you into their calm, their moment, their world. And sometimes, they are reminding you of the very thing you've forgotten. To stop, to breathe, to be. Because to a cat, time isn't a thing to conquer. It's a thing to melt into. And when they pause your rush by planting themselves in your way, they are gently whispering, you are allowed to rest, to be present, to be loved. 6. The ancient instinct to protect you. Some say cats are aloof, detached, uncaring. But those who know, truly know, understand a deeper truth. Cats are protectors, not with brute strength, but with intuitive presence. Have you ever noticed your cat placing themselves in doorways? In thresholds? In transition zones between rooms? This isn't random. It's instinct, ancient and sacred. In feline tribes, cats guard the edges, the entry points, the liminal spaces between safety and danger. So when your cat blocks your path, they may be doing something older than time, guarding you. They sense energy, shifts in your mood, changes in your body, even subtle cues you don't notice in yourself. They may plant themselves before you, because they feel something you don't. A tension, a sadness, a storm in your spirit. And like a small furry sentinel, they say, stop. I will stand here until you feel seen, until you feel safe. Their body becomes a wall between you, and whatever weight you carry. They may not understand your worries, but they feel them, and they will stand in your path, until the heaviness lifts. 7. The invitation to engage, on their terms. Cats are masters of boundaries. They teach us what consent looks like, what space means, what intentional connection feels like. So when they choose to sit in your path, they're not just blocking you, they're inviting you, not with a demand, but with a sacred offering. Will you see me now? Will you meet me here? In this exact moment? On my terms. Because for cats, choice is everything. They choose where to sit. They choose when to touch. They choose you again and again, in their own way. And when they block your way, they're creating a chance for eye contact, a moment of laughter, a scratch behind the ears, or just your presence pausing beside them. They are saying, I've made the first move. Will you respond? 8. Because time is different to them. You live in minutes, deadlines, and calendars. They live in sunlight, shadows, and silence. To you, a walk from the kitchen to the bedroom takes 15 seconds. To them, it is a journey. Each step carries scent. Each hallway holds memory. Each corner is an echo of you. So when they sit in your path, they are not wasting your time. They are trying to pull you into theirs. They are saying, why rush? Why run? I am here. And this moment is enough. In a world that constantly pushes you forward, your cat is the soul that gently pulls you back. Back into slowness. Back into presence. Back into yourself. Their pause is not obstruction. It's invitation. They are teaching you the sacred art of being. 9. A whisper of ownership. You are mine. Cats don't love like dogs do. They don't jump, bark, or beg. Their love is quieter, older, almost ceremonial. And one of their deepest gestures is simple. To block your path. To be where you are. To claim space with you, and sometimes even in front of you. It's their way of saying, you are part of my world, and I am part of yours. Not in a loud way, not in a needy way, but in a soulful, present way. In the feline world, ownership is expressed not through control, but through closeness. When they sit in your doorway, your hallway, your literal footpath, they are marking you, with their eyes, with their scent, with their stillness, and though they never say it aloud, their body whispers it every time. You are mine. 10. When they block you, they're mirroring your heart. Cats are not just observers of space. They are readers of energy, of emotion, of your unspoken inner tides. And when they sit in your path, it's often not because of where you're going, but because of how you're feeling. They sense it when your heart is heavy, when your breath is short, when your mind is racing faster than your feet can carry you. So they place themselves before you. Not to challenge, not to tease, but to mirror you. To say, stop, feel. There is something inside you that needs to be noticed, not ignored. In their stillness, they reflect the very thing you're running from. Your own unrest, your own longing. They meet you where you are, and in doing so, they guide you back to where you need to be. 11. The gentle blockade of love. Some cats do it every day. Plant themselves in the middle of your kitchen, or stretch across the narrowest part of your hallway. And sure, you could step over them. You could nudge them aside. You could grumble softly about tripping hazards. But what if they do it because they know something you've forgotten? That your body moves, but your heart is tired. That your to-do list is long, but your spirit is low. So they create a holy delay. A furry, purring wall. Not made of resistance, but of love. They slow you down. They bring you back. They ask you without words, when was the last time you simply existed? Not achieved, not rushed, not fixed, just existed. Because in their world, love is not always expressed in cuddles or purrs. Sometimes it's expressed in refusal to move, so you will finally pause. 12. Doorways are portals, and cats are keepers of portals. In folklore and ancient wisdom, cats are often associated with thresholds, not just physical, but mystical. Doorways, windows, places where one realm ends and another begins. And so, when your cat blocks the bathroom door, or curls up in front of your bedroom entrance, or sits squarely between you and the exit, they are not just sitting, they are guarding. Because cats are natural gatekeepers. They intuitively know when the energy of a space is off. They sense what wants to follow you, emotionally, spiritually. And when they plant themselves in the doorway, they're doing more than blocking your path. They are filtering energy. They are keeping something behind, so it doesn't come with you. You may not see it. You may not even believe it, but your cat does. And in that stillness they say, not everything belongs with you. Let me stand between. 13. A ritual of presence. In a way, every moment your cat blocks your path is a small ceremony, an unspoken ritual, a soft summoning back to the present. Because you can't step forward without noticing them. You can't walk past without at least a glance, a sigh, a soft smile. And in that moment, you are present with them, with yourself. It becomes a ritual of reconnection, of remembering that you are not alone in your space, that someone shares your world, your breath, your journey, even if they never say a word. 14. The final truth, blocking is trust. In the end, the reason may be simpler than you imagine, and deeper than you ever expected. When your cat blocks your path, they are choosing to be seen, to take up space, to exist openly in your presence. They're saying, I trust you enough to sit here vulnerable, directly in your way. Because cats don't show trust through affection alone. They show it by presence, by allowing themselves to exist unapologetically in your world. To be in your path is to say, I know you won't harm me. I know you'll notice me. I know this home, this moment, is safe. That's not just behavior. That's bonding. That's a silent vow. I trust you with my body, my space, my stillness. And maybe, just maybe, they hope you trust them enough to listen. Final reflection. So the next time you find your cat in your way, blocking your steps, claiming your path, planting themselves like a small mountain of fur and mystery, don't just walk around them. Don't rush past. Stop. Look into their eyes. Feel their presence. And ask yourself, what are they really saying right now? Because it might not be about territory, or food, or stubbornness. It might be about you, your pace, your energy, your need to pause, to breathe, to reconnect. In that moment, your cat isn't an obstacle. They're a gift, a reminder, a guardian, a friend, standing quietly in your path, so you don't lose sight of what truly matters. Growing Heart, thank you for listening to their silent language. And thank you for being the kind of human who cares enough to understand. Stay soft, stay present, and may your paths always be lovingly blocked by someone who loves you. Meow Sphere.